Hi, my name is Big Real Monk. So let's talk about some kind of my opinion about one news. Nowadays there is a pilot is drinking too much. It's a Japanese pilot drinking too much and go to the London. He was be found to be drunk, and that makes the plane get a delay for a long time. So everybody in Japan is saying that why pilots can drink so much, and that will make the people who is taking the plane will in a very dangerous situation. So everybody is saying that it's a wrong thing that you should not do, and you should not be drunk on the plane. So, okay, I think that's a very good point. I think it's right, but I want to talk about something that's different from this angle, and I will talk about my opinion. So, I'm not saying that you get drunk on a plane is the right thing, but I was talking about some kind of thing about which one is the safest transportation in this world. Okay, I think everybody will believe what I was saying. And I was saying that the safest transportation is the train. And the second safest transportation, I think, is plane. But a lot of people will think the second safest transportation is by car. Because there is the illusion about human. So why will we have some kind of illusion about that? In fact, plane is much safer than a car, because car is driving a lot of car accidents every day. It's killing people 10,000, 100,000 a day. It's very dangerous, but plane doesn't kill so many people. But everybody is afraid about a plane, not afraid about car. And everybody is driving car think they are safer than getting on a plane. Somebody was afraid to get a plane, but they're not afraid to take a bus. So why is this happening? I was thinking that it's because people believe in human power. They think they sometimes they will be the driver, sometimes the other person will be the driver, and only the transportation is much more rely on human power. It's the car. So sometimes if you are a driver, you think you're taking your life on your hands, and sometimes you believe in your power, so you think the car will be safe. But when you get on a plane, some kind of giving your life to the other people, and the people you don't believe is some kind of person that you don't know, and you don't believe the pilot. Maybe they are drunk, maybe they are not doing a good training, they don't have too much time of flying, they are not trained good, some kind of a lot of things. You are thinking that, okay, human power is some kind of thing that person I cannot trust, but I can trust myself. So people will think car will be very, very safe. But in fact, car is much dangerous than the plane. So what that means? For example, because the car is so much rely on the human power, so the car's driver, you cannot be drunk. If you are drunk, you are killing people. It's a felony, and it's a crime. You are making the other people jeopardize their life. So you cannot drunk. If you are drunk, you are taking someone crime. But in this case, in the Japanese pilot is drinking too much, he is not jeopardizing anybody's life. It will not become crime. It will not become felony, because even he is drunk, the plane will not get so dangerous like a car, because that plane is controlled by computer. A lot of part of this plane is controlled by the computer system. So sometimes he has an auto driving mode, and the only thing is very important is just to get abroad and just landing the airport. So even he's drunk, but he will not get to the prison. But if you are driving a car, Okay, you are drunk. It will become crime, but playing will not. And if you get on the train, even you're drunk, maybe no one will knows. It's not talking about crime. It's no one will knows you're drunk because the trains, it's a, it's just running like you. So no one will notice that you're drunk. So what's the difference about that? I only think it's about the system. It's about computer. The train is almost controlled by the computer, almost controlled by the machine. So he is the most safest. He is the safest transportation in this world. And plane, maybe half, maybe 70% or 80% is controlled by the computer, controlled by the machine, maybe some kind of control about the AI. So he will be safer in the car. But car is 100% controlled by the human power. So it is very dangerous because human power is so low than the machine. So that's why the car, in fact, is the most dangerous, no, most dangerous transportation in this world. So if we want to make this world better, if you want to make a car like a train or like a plane, what we will do? Finally, we will make human doesn't control any about the machine, because human controlling machine is some kind of crime, because they will make mistake. They will just have a illusion about their own power. Imagine they can control the machine, but in fact they cannot. For example, a lot of people will think if we met a dog before our car, by our skill, we will just escape about the accident. But if they get on the plane, if there is a bird before the plane, they will think they don't have any ability to avoid the bird because they are not controlling the plane. They think the pilot will not help them to avoid the bird, but in fact, that in that case, maybe it's not about pilot. It's about the machine. It's about the computer itself. What's the point about that? I think this future, our future, will become some kind of a society that human cannot even control the machine anymore because that's very dangerous. So you cannot drive a car at the same reason, because when you drive a car, it's a very dangerous thing. In some days, maybe we will finally find that human cannot control machine anymore because that's dangerous. So finally, machine is living in a different world with human. So human is just like a cat and a dog that is just cannot control their life, watching the machine taking all their eyes away. So that's my feeling about this news. That's my opinion. Okay, if you feel this funny, and you please register my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.